Hi, welcome back. Today we discover the rarest and most valuable US dollar coins, including error coins worth thousands of dollars. Let's start with one of the most legendary coin errors in American numismatic history. First up, the 2000p Sacagawea Mule Error. Now, most people who saw this coin at a glance might have missed the magic. It features the reverse of a Sacagawea dollar, with the iconic soaring eagle and inscriptions, but flip it over, and you won't see Sacagawea's peaceful face. Instead, you'll see George Washington, straight off the obverse of a US quarter. That's right, this is a mule error, one of the rarest types of coin mistakes, where two mismatched dies are used in production. The result is astonishing, a Sacagawea dollar with a quarter's head. Only around 20 examples are known to exist, making it one of the rarest and most valuable US coins ever discovered. And these coins didn't even surface until a coin dealer named Frank Wallis of Arkansas discovered the first one in 2000. He knew something was off. What followed was a rush of discoveries and a surge in value, with some examples selling for over $192,000 at public auctions. That's a life-changing piece of metal you could have missed in your change jar. The beauty of this error is not just its value, but how it reminds us that even a small mistake, struck in the quiet halls of the US Mint, can become a numismatic miracle. Now let's turn the page to a presidential dollar that holds its own special kind of error. Next up, the 2007 John Adams dollar with double-edged lettering. The presidential $1 coin program began in 2007. Meant to honor each deceased US president with a unique coin, released in order of service. These coins had something new, inscriptions on the edge including the year, mint mark and e pluribus unum. But during the production of some John Adams dollars, a mechanical mishap caused a handful of these coins to receive the edge lettering twice. That may sound minor, but to a collector, it's gold. Literally, it doubled the demand. The result is a striking appearance where the edge inscriptions overlap, creating a ghostly double image. Some examples even show the second set of letters inverted, a clear sign of the coin being run through the lettering machine more than once. This variety was not widely publicized when it first appeared, but as collectors began to notice the oddity, prices soared. High-grade examples, especially those certified in mint state 66 or better, have been known to sell for as much as $32,000. And while hundreds exist, only a few are in pristine condition. It's a perfect example of how even in modern minting, with all our technology, human error and mechanical hiccups still give us treasures that keep the thrill of coin collecting alive. And now, let's dive into one of the most unusual and mysterious Sacagawea coins ever struck. Next up, the 2000s proof Sacagawea dollar struck on the wrong planchet. Now, proof coins are known for their perfection, struck with special dies, polished to a mirror-like finish, and meant for collectors, but occasionally, the unexpected happens, even in the most controlled minting environment. In this case, a small number of 2000s proof Sacagawea dollars were struck on incorrect planchets, that is, on the wrong type of metal, size, or weight. Imagine expecting a rich golden dollar, and instead discovering a coin with strange coloration, the wrong weight, or a slightly different diameter. These proof errors are spectacular not just because they're rare, but because they slip through in a process that's supposed to be flawless. For example, one documented specimen was struck on a planchet intended for a foreign coin, resulting in a noticeable size difference. Others may have been struck on planchets meant for Susan B. Anthony dollars or experimental materials. Regardless of the type, these coins are worth a fortune, with certified examples selling for $50,000 to $60,000 or more, depending on their characteristics and condition. They are often discovered by pure chance, sometimes in proof sets purchased directly from the US Mint. The presence of the S mint mark from San Francisco confirms its proof status. But the wrong planchet makes it a rarity among rarities. These coins are reminders that even when everything is supposed to go right, sometimes, just sometimes, a mistake turns into magic. Next up, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar, Cheerios reverse, is one of those rare coins that have a story as unique as their design. You might wonder, what does Cheerios have to do with a dollar coin? Well, in 2000, the US Mint partnered with General Mills to place Sacagawea dollars inside boxes of Cheerios as a promotional giveaway. But here's the twist. The coins in these boxes have a subtle difference on the eagle's tail feathers on the reverse side, a slightly enhanced, more detailed feathered design compared to regular circulation coins. This seemingly minor design variation has made the Cheerios reverse Sacagawea one of the most sought-after variants by collectors. Why? Because the coins were never intended to be different. It was a small modification, possibly done for the promotional run, that created a collectible treasure. Only a few thousand are believed to exist, making them quite rare, especially in high mint state conditions. Prices for these coins range widely, from around $25,000 up to $35,000 or more, depending on the coin's grade and certification. Imagine finding one in your pocket change. It's a perfect example of how numismatics often blends the worlds of everyday life and high-value collectibles, shifting gears to a modern marvel of minting error. Next up, the 2010 Millard Fillmore presidential dollar with missing edge lettering is a story of precision gone awry. The presidential $1 coin program introduced edge lettering for the first time, a mix of the coin's year, mint mark and the motto E pluribus unum etched around the rim. But in a few rare cases, coins came off the press with none of this edge lettering at all. This missing lettering error instantly caught the attention of collectors because it broke the mold of what was considered normal for these coins. For coin enthusiasts, this Fillmore error represents the beauty of modern minting unpredictability. While thousands of these dollars were produced, only a handful were found to have the missing edge lettering. The rarity and appeal have driven prices for high-grade examples to around $55,000 or more for specimens graded mint state 69, the highest common grade. Owning one means holding a piece of the mint's accidental history, a symbol of how even in the 21st century, coins can surprise us. Next up, we have the 2007 Thomas Jefferson presidential dollar with missing edge lettering, a fascinating variation from the early years of the presidential dollar series. Much like the Fillmore coin, this Jefferson dollar was supposed to feature crisp edge inscriptions. Instead, some were minted with no edge lettering whatsoever. This error, while not as rare as some others, is highly prized among collectors, especially in pristine condition. The Jefferson missing edge lettering error was first reported soon after these coins hit circulation, stirring a buzz among numismatists. Because these coins were widely distributed, the error coins are easier to find than some rarer varieties, but finding one in top mint state condition, MS67 and above, can still be quite a challenge. Their value reflects this scarcity, with prices commonly reaching up to $65,000. These coins serve as a reminder that even a small omission, like missing a few letters on the edge, can turn a standard dollar into a valuable collectible. Next up, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar, muled with state quarter reverse, is exactly that, a rare and stunning numismatic anomaly that has left collectors and experts amazed. To understand why this coin is so extraordinary, you first need to grasp what a mule error is. A mule coin results when the obverse, front, die and the reverse back, die that are meant for two completely different coins, are mistakenly paired together during production. It's like mixing puzzle pieces from two separate puzzles and somehow getting a perfect fit. Now, while mule errors happen occasionally, a mule involving a Sacagawea dollar and a state quarter is almost unheard of. This particular mule was struck at the Denver Mint in 2000 and features the Sacagawea dollar obverse, showcasing the graceful image of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, paired with the reverse of a 1999 Delaware state quarter. The Delaware quarter reverse displays the state outline and the famous first state inscription. The sheer rarity of this mule stems from the fact that these two coins were minted at different times and for different purposes. Yet somehow, a slip in the minting process allowed these two mismatched dies to be used together, creating a coin that is literally one of a kind. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, fewer even than the 2000p mule with the Washington quarter obverse. And while exact numbers remain shrouded in mystery, it is widely regarded as one of the rarest and most valuable modern US coins, with values soaring well into the five-figure range and beyond. For collectors, owning this mule is like holding a piece of minting folklore, a tangible reminder that even the most finely tuned machines can sometimes produce perfect mistakes. Now, let's step back a few years from the mystical mule to another remarkable presidential dollar. Next up, the 2007 George Washington dollar with missing edge lettering. This coin represents the beginning of a new chapter in US coinage history, the presidential $1 coin program. Launched in 2007, this program aimed to honor each US president with their own dollar coin, featuring detailed portraits and inscriptions. One notable feature of these coins was the introduction of edge lettering, a first in US circulating coinage, which included the year of minting, the mint mark, and the motto E pluribus unum. But what happens when that edge lettering is missing entirely? In the case of some 2007 George Washington dollars, an error during production caused the edge lettering to be completely absent. Instead of the usual crisp, legible text around the rim, these coins came out blank on the edges, catching the eyes of collectors immediately. Such an omission might seem like a minor defect to the casual observer, but to numismatists it's pure gold. Why? Because edge lettering was designed to be a permanent feature, and its absence indicates a very specific and rare mistake in the mint's automated process. Only a small number of these error coins are believed to exist, mostly in mint state 68 or higher, a condition that makes them highly desirable. In recent years, examples of this missing edge lettering error have sold for anywhere between $40,000 and $50,000, depending on their grade and provenance. High-grade coins certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC command premium prices, often fetching 5 figures at auction. For collectors, owning a 2007 George Washington dollar missing its edge lettering is like having a glimpse into the inner workings of the mint, where a tiny oversight results in a coin that instantly becomes a treasure. Next up, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar Wounded Eagle variety is a perfect example of how a small flaw can become a sought-after treasure for collectors. On the reverse of the Sacagawea dollar, the eagle is depicted soaring with outstretched wings, carrying arrows and an olive branch, symbols of strength and peace. But on some coins minted in Philadelphia in 2000, a curious detail appears, a small but distinct gouge or die crack across the eagle's chest. This flaw, known among collectors as the Wounded Eagle, isn't just a surface scratch, it's a die gouge, meaning the coin was struck from a die that had a defect or damage. The impact of this imperfection is fascinating. What might seem like damage actually adds character and rarity to the coin. Collectors prize these Wounded Eagle varieties because they are relatively scarce and easily identifiable with just a glance, depending on the coin's condition and certification grade. The value of this variety can range from a few $100s to over $20,000 for examples in mint state 67 or higher. What's more, this error tells a story about the minting process itself, how thousands of coins are struck each day. And even with precise machinery, imperfections slip through. The Wounded Eagle coin embodies the beauty of minting anomalies, where the unexpected becomes a prized collectible, shifting from the eagle's wings to the realm of presidents. Next up, the 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential dollar with missing edge lettering offers another fascinating glimpse into modern US mint errors. Harrison, the 9th President of the United States, is remembered for having the shortest presidency, lasting only 31 days before his untimely death. His coin, however, gained its own moment of fame decades later due to a minting mistake. The presidential $1 coin program introduced edge lettering for the first time. And while most coins carried the year, mint mark and e pluribus unum inscriptions along the edge, a small number of the 2009 Harrison dollars were minted with no edge lettering at all. This missing edge lettering is an error that caught the attention of coin collectors and experts alike because the edge inscriptions were a brand new feature, intended to enhance the coin's security and design. Although the Harrison missing edge lettering error is not as rare as some other mint mistakes, it's still highly collectible, especially in high grades like MS69. Coins with this error have been known to sell for prices ranging from around $13,000 up to nearly $20,000, depending on condition and certification. What makes this error special is how it highlights the complexities of modern coin production, where thousands of coins pass through advanced machinery every minute. Even in such a high-tech environment, errors like missing edge lettering remind us that perfection is not always guaranteed, and that's what keeps collectors excited and engaged. Together, the Wounded Eagle Sacagawea and the Harrison missing edge lettering coins illustrate the fascinating world of US mint errors, where a small flaw or omission can transform a common dollar coin into a prized collectible that tells a unique story. These coins encourage us to look closer at the currency in our hands, reminding us that sometimes the true value lies in the unexpected. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.